it's away from it all. You know, you're only, as the crow flies, 10 k's from downtown Nowra, but you're in the midst of what seems like an immense wilderness, and it's wonderful. There's no one there. Today's perfect, spot on for us, for our level of packrafting, because I think we can do it. And I've done a few trips, and I've done it before. I've done this river before, so I know it. I've got James in a very colourful packraft. He's done a few trips before. And with Julie, she's not sure. She hasn't had a lot of experience in packrafts. Had a couple of trips, but not a lot, so she's a little bit anxious. Damon does have a history. He reckons he's done the Murray Gates in a tube or something, so who knows. Barry's done a few rivers. He knows his stuff. In fact, I think Barry's done this river before. Some people are really competent, you know, like Duncan has got some great experience.
Whoa, how's it going?
I'm a little bit worried about a couple of the rapids. It could be a little bit high, and it could be a bit of debris from the last floods, but I think today is the day. I think we've got perfect weather, so this is absolutely, it is bang on. Well, I do know most of the rapids, having done them before, so there's a couple of rapids that I am a little bit cautious about. The first one I'm okay with. It's maybe the third rapid, where it swings around a corner, where there's sort of two different channels. That one I might have to look at first, if it's looking a little bit sort of treacherous.
I'm quite surprised at the speed of the current in what I would call the pools.
There's springs around here to the right.
There's plenty of water here at the moment.
The pools really don't slow down completely. You're still moving at about 1 kilometre an hour or something, even if you're just drifting.
There's no one. I know. How cool is that? Yeah, it is. It's seriously, we're the only ones here. This is extraordinary. We're only, you know, as a crow flies, maybe 20 k's or so from Nowra, but we've got all this wild river, and really up until about 15 k's along, we come across. There's no properties. There's nothing. So it is purely in the national park. So, and it's so lucky to have this right here.
have to show the other people as well. What's going on there? Moon past now,
And the beauty of the pack rafts, because they just seem to float on the water. So they just sort of spin around and the wind just takes them, you know. And because there's enough current, you can just lie back and just, almost like in a daydream, just sort of float and let the water take you.
Whoa, how's it going?
The river basically consists of pools and then what I call gravel bars, and that's not the thing I'm concerned about. I'm more concerned about flood debris and snags and those sort of things.
Holy shit.
We're just going to go with the flow, I'm afraid. And that's what we're going to do. And sometimes sometimes the less you do is the better. It's more a case of when you're entering a rapid, getting in the right spot as you're entering the rapid.
We're about to hit an 8-metre drop. Double falls. We'll have to go to the left, then the right and the left, and back over to the right again.
It's not that difficult to steer it. You just take a deep, hard push at times, and usually it only takes 2 or 3 paddles to get the kayak going in the right direction.
What are you doing there, Michael?
That was a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I think that it's sort of, you've had the excitement and that's fun, and often at the end of the rapid, you know, there's a tendency to just let the water just take you.
You come here often?
Invariably the pack raft will spin around and you get to look back at what you've just done, and as you were going down the rapid you thought, wow, this is really exciting.
Now what are you doing here? Have you got a licence?
This is my 1.5 kilometres of riverfront. Piss off. I paid good money for this thing.
And then you sort of spin around again and you start facing the right direction or whatever direction. And there's that buoyancy thing of being in the pack raft where it's sort of like weightless. And the blue sky, the cliffs, a few birds, perhaps, seeing eagles and things like that is pretty special. And there's nothing better than just and timelessness, and yeah, you just feel like wanting to do it for hours, and I love it.
It really only takes a very small amount of current to pin you against a rock or a snag, and you can drown in the very slightest current. A couple of kilometres an hour is enough to hold you in a kayak underneath the water if you happen to capsize at the wrong time. Well, I think Duncan sort of decided to go the exciting way, and that sort of led us a bit the wrong way, but we got through. Oh, he's mucking around. He's going to have another go at it, probably. All good fun.
For us on the south coast, if I was to relate to an area, it's the only big river we've got like it. And that's the, let's be honest, there's quite a lot of big rivers up the north of New South Wales. And if you look sort of south of Sydney, this is it. We don't have anything else. The Shoalhaven's our big river. But when the water's flowing, it's it. There's nothing else like it that we've got. So I think that's what makes it really special for the whole of the south coast.